Hey, it's Kevin DeWitt here, and welcome to another tip, trick, or technique session. In this session, we're going to have a look at pitch shifting vocal doubles. So firstly, if you are new to my channel, new to my videos, and you like what you see here, please click the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell to be notified of all my future videos. So pitch shifting vocal doubles, it's basically as obvious as what it says, pitch shifting vocal doubles. It's a very common technique that is used in music, especially in this generation of music. There's lots of ad-libs, lots of additional vocal doubles, backgrounds, whatever you want to add. They're everywhere, and they're all pitch shifted, they're all changed, this and that. Some work, some don't. Obviously, you want them all to work. I'm going to show you how to do it in this video, and as I probably say in the video, hopefully I'll say it, this is an example that I show, and it's actually probably not a song that I would do this technique on, but I'm showing the technique in this song anyway. So it's something you really need to find the right song to do this in, okay? It's not going to work in every song, and it's going to lend itself to certain genres better than others. But it's definitely a technique that you want to try out on your mixes and see if you can get some added impact, added interest, and get that real pop professional sound to it. So let's get into it, and I'll show you what it's about. Okay, so we have a song here with a simple vocal at the moment. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this track. Now, obviously, depending on your DAW will depend on how you actually do that. So I can simply just click on it and duplicate it. But what I'm going to do is I'm also going to bounce this audio file so that it is seen as a new audio file and not just a duplication of that existing one. So now we just have two of the exact same vocals. So it gets a lot louder. Now, again, depending on your DAW is going to depend on how you can do this pitch shifting. In Cubase here, I can actually select this audio track, and you'll look up here, I have some settings. So I can just move it automatically and transpose it up. So you can see there what we can do. So I'm going to, again, let's have a play, but let's do it in the chorus where it may be more appropriate to do something like this. So if we want to go for our full chipmunk effect there, we can do that. But what I would probably do is obviously take this down, and I might pan it across to the left a little bit. Now what we might want to do, just to go a little bit even more crazier here, let's duplicate it again. I'm going to bounce that one again, another new track, And again, we're going to drop the volume. This time I'm going to pan it a bit to the right, and I might transpose it down. Okay, so let's maybe not go so low. Let's actually try a little bit higher here. Okay, so the low one to me is not working very well. I'm not liking that, so let's try something a little different. So because we're just pitch shifting this up just very forcefully, it doesn't necessarily stay in scale. So the best way to keep it in scale is to go up an entire octave, which I've done. But to do that on both, we end up with the exact same sound, which is obviously very high pitched chipmunk. But we can fine tune one as well so that it takes it a little bit off and doesn't sound exactly the same. So that's a very simple approach to creating some interesting effects there by what we've done and just transposing up these two duplicates of the vocal there. And we can obviously chop this up so that we can just decide to only do that in the chorus or in a bridge part or just some weird spot that we think, okay, we want to really do something strange here. Now, there's various other ways to do that. Obviously, this relies on having Cubase or this function in your DAW software, depending on if you have it or not. Now, I could have also done that with using Vario Audio and basically got it detecting the notes and then manually grabbing the notes and moving them up to, again, an appropriate spot. But again, that relies on you having Cubase.
So there's obviously other tools that we can get to do this same function. So we could, in theory, we could use Melodyne if you have a copy of Melodyne. So if we mute that track and we go back to this one, we'll put it back to 0. So we've got it back to where we were. And now if I just set our Melodyne to transfer, and now we could actually move this up. So if we did the same thing and go up an octave, now the other thing we could do if we were using Melodyne is we could just change the format. And in this regard, we are staying with the same notes, but we're changing the throat sound of the vocalist. So if your DAW doesn't have this functionality, or you don't have something like Melodyne, then I suggest just get onto Google, do a search for free pitch shift plugin. There's plenty out there. I don't have any because, and I can't recommend any because I've already got the tools inbuilt. So it's sort of not something I'm going to go and look for a free product when I already have the functionality inbuilt. But definitely go and have a look for them. There's plenty out there. You just need to try them, see which one you like, which one works the best. But you'll definitely find some. No problem at all. So try this technique. See if it fits in any of your songs. See if you like it. Don't forget, you can also take these ideas even further by doing lots of other things. You can add distortion, you can add chorus, you can add effects, whatever you want to do. This is just a small portion of what you can do. The fact that you pitch shift does not stop you doing other things, but delays on them. Whatever you need to do to get some funny results or interesting effects. And if you keep it subtle and blend it in just a tiny bit, then you can get the listener to get a hint of it without it being so obvious that it just stands out. And that's the trick with some of these things, is just get it to a point where it's fairly obvious, and then just wind the volume down a little bit so that it becomes less obvious, but it's just there. And it's hard to do because once you create the effect, you know it's there. So getting that balance between is it too loud or not can be a little bit of a trick there. But you can also take that away, let it sit for a while, give yourself a break from it for a few days, listen to it in your car a couple of days later, and that'll give you some fresh ears on that effect to see if you like it, see if you've overdone it, or you can't hear it at all, whichever it is. So have a play with it, see what you think, leave comments.
So there you go. That is pitch shifting vocal doubles. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. If you have any questions around it, please, again, put it in the comments. I love to help wherever I can. Again, if you do like what you see here, please click the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell to be notified of all my future videos. Hopefully the video has been helpful. Well, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.